Welcome back to another fantastic video amongst the Sonarian whatever, right? So today we're gonna be talking about a very late opinion, but we're gonna be talking about this guy, the doctor, the Zar Rex species, the cyberpunk, no, not cyber, steampunk plague doctor style, the type of fantasy where D&D characters thrill on. So this creature, this species, again, it goes against everything I love about the species. It's a gimmicky creature. It's too personalized, too specific, and it genuinely just it gives more like original character OC vibes, like a person you would roleplay as specifically, like head of a boss or like anything else, like something that you want to specifically play as, rather than role-playing as a family of them or role-playing as a herd of them or as a group of them. It doesn't feel like a species like that. It feels just like, oh shit, cool creature equals good income, good agenda, whatever. So like, hell yeah, this type of species and just honestly like ruins the vibe of this survivalistic idea. I get the lore. These are supposedly like long lost doctors that were once built by civilization and all that. But then again, like, I just don't get it. I just don't find the appeal of like these gimmick creatures a part of like other creatures. Like, actually, hold on. Why is Meta? Meta, come here. Wait, Meta was
What?
like a list. Like, how are we in the same universe even? We have this very creative lizard species, right? That goes well with the idea of a survival pack mentality type of game style. Then we have me, right? I have needles as an attack. What? Okay, and so I have been getting also recommendations from my viewers saying that I shouldn't just say, oh, this creature suck and that this design is bad, that I should give proper, long, in-depth, criticism. So I'm gonna do that. Here we have two very different species from the same universe. One is very gimmicky, very personalized, and the other is, well, a lizard. So you see how one feels like it fits in the survivalistic creature thingamabobber? Because this is called Creatures of Sonaria, not OCs of Sonaria. So it's like, see how meta fits well, and I just look like I don't belong. What's civilization anyways? What are the points of these laws and these biographies or descriptions or whatever? Like, none of these even like make sense with one another. When these are not even canon, what are the point of like having those laws? And it has to do with the creature scenario, like lore writing and style. It's like all the bios apparently aren't connected, not bios, the descriptions aren't connected with each other, so they're not canon, and that we can just roleplay as whatever. So what's the point of even having that? It's just like the owner wanted to share it, and that's it. That's about it. Nothing special about these laws. None of us are even playing as these creatures, like in a lore accurate way anyway. So what's the point of these like descriptions and whatnot? What's the point of these hype, like species and whatnot? When all in the end we're role playing as gods, deities, plague doctors who've been in the wrong era, stuff like that. I just don't get it. I just don't get it personally. I don't get the lore. So that's the lore type. Let's talk about the design itself. The design is very you bitch. The design itself is very creative. Like, I mean, okay, maybe it's not that creative because I've seen many of them. Yeah, like similar, not exactly, but I've seen many of them similar. So I would say, it's okay. I don't like the split mount thing because it doesn't really like. Okay, I'll give you an idea of what I like about this creature. I like the face, right? This is a baby, so I know how an adult looked like. So yeah, but I died like multiple times, so I'm just a baby. So I know what it looks like. I love the hair. I like the cloak and everything. Love how the vials are on its back in replacement of spikes, like these things. Yeah, they're all good and cool and all that, but I just don't like how it opens its mouth like this. Like, what do you achieve in this type of um, anatomy? Why not just make it like an actual bird's beak? Because you're not using your mouth anyway, so what's the point of having that split open like a banana sundae, you know? Or even have it split open. It doesn't make sense. How would it eat? Like, you're clamping down at something like you're deliciously sucking a lollipop or whatever with this type of mouth. And how would it even properly use its hands with how stiff the needles are attached to its body? And some of these just quirks and niches, I would say, like, I'll tell you how to, like, I would suggest how they could improve in the future, but for now I'm just gonna rant how I don't like some of its animations too. Again, the style and the design is very personalized, you know, with the way how the valves are put in and how specifically these like alignments are and how the needles are, how the faces is, how the cloth is and all that. So it's too personalized for my liking. And the animation, right? I have a problem with the aggro animation. The others are very simple and kind of stiff. So the aggro animation, you know, in it he intimidates by slicing like the gesture of slicing throat and then like stabs his needle to the ground and starts
Oh, don't tell me you crashed again.
screaming. And apparently I might have crashed. No, I didn't actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
thank goodness.
yeah. Fuck you. Right. So like the gesture of like this feels so humanoid. Like it feels so intelligent to do that type of gesture. Like I'm gonna, you know, at you. So it's like it feels so intelligent, but you also see him just in the next second you just see him like running around like a feral animal, jumping and slashing at people. And yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't think this neck throat gesture thing was necessary. I would suggest you go full on with the idea of them just being animalistic. So instead of doing that, we could just have them slowly pull their arms back like Wolverine showing off his claws type of deal, but you know his needles are still there. And then have them slowly, not slowly, but like swiftly just slash down at the ground. Like the next scene. Like just like quickly stab down. This like the way they did this feels so weak. Like they just drop it down on the ground instead of like slashing it to the sides and just stabbing it down. So it doesn't have any weight. And I guess here the intimidation of the mouth things makes sense, but then again we have too many of those type of deals. So I rather if it was just an intimidation of power and just this mysteriousness of how it isn't too revealed. And that's what was appealing with plague doctors anyway. It's concealing their identity behind that mask. That was the appeal to begin with. So to have it split open its mouth, it takes away that mystery of like what could lie behind that mask, you know? So I would say instead of making it split open, we could just tilt his head to make it seem like it's nonchalant with the situation. I don't get why it has a scorpion tail and there's no like behind attack animation, so yeah, that's one thing. But yeah, it is at the end of the day, it's just a personal preference. It could be better, uh, in many ways, many ways, and I can see why like stabbing someone with a used needle would be deadly. Just don't use used needle kits, but yeah. So yeah, this creature at the end of the day biologically is the most deadliest. I can say that for sure. But yeah, with all that being said and done, thank you so much for watching. This is just me ranting. Enjoy. Have a blessed day. Say bye, Meta. Say bye. Bye. Say bye. Say bye. Oh, I'm actually okay. Oh, I crashed. All right. Bye bye.